All right, so this setup might look a bit messy, but the audio quality will be good in this one. So, in this video, let's talk about leadership principles. I'm not a pro. I'm not someone who you can listen to, but I'm just sharing my experience. So it's been 1.5 years since I've started working as a backend engineer, and it has been an amazing journey. My first year, I was just under a manager, technical manager, who was guiding me on fixing the system. And in my second year, the second year that has started right now, I have dealt with a lot of people with a lot of different intentions, work style, work ethics, and expectations, because uh, people expect a lot. So I am currently only backend engineer. So the system, so I'll just explain you overall view. So the system that I'm working on as a backend engineer, I'm the only backend engineer in it, and it feeds or serves data to almost all our systems. So it is a parent system which has many child systems. So people come up to me with their queries, with their doubts, and I have to deal with it peacefully. So there's a lot. So there have been times when I am stuck in something, and I have to immediately ship it. It is urgent, and during that time, I get pinged by 2 teams, 3 teams, and everybody they are already in a meeting, and they'll call me and they'll ask me, this is a issue and you need to fix it. You need to look at it, and I'm like, okay, I'll look at it. So there's a lot that has been going on recently. I mean, not now, but now I am pretty much, you can say, I'm habituated to it. But there was a time when I was just lost, because what used to happen is I was not sure, did I sign up for this. I used to ask questions to myself, that did I actually sign up for this. But now what has happened is it has turned out to be really, really very beautiful. So now I first of all learned how to drive my pressure. Okay, that is something really very important. So if there are 2 or 3 teams or people sitting on your head to get their issues solved, to get everything solved, so it really becomes very, very frustrating, and there's a lot of pressure, because if you don't fulfill their requirements, then it might be escalated. They might send an email. It has happened quite a few times. But what I learned here is that everybody is stuck. So when there is a dependency, when teams have dependency on another team, here I'm the only engineer right now. In future, I might have a few engineers under me, but right now I'm the only engineer. So I have to deal with literally everybody who is using our software or application. So what happens, the beautiful thing about pressure is that you learn how to communicate, and that is what I've learned a lot. So along with technical skills, I think management is equally important. You need to know how to talk to people. You cannot just say, yeah, why are you just get lost. You cannot tell that. You need to fulfill their requirements in a way where you need to assure them that this issue is critical. I acknowledge it, and I will get it solved, don't worry. And you need to communicate in a way that they can calm down, they can feel that they have someone to lay on to. And that is so if you're the only engineer, that is the person you have to become. I was not sure about this, because I had no experience working with teams, working with people. I just worked with my college teammates and during my major projects, but apart from that, I've never worked with people. But now that I understand the significance of being firstly in a parent project, and then you have to deal with people, you need to assure them, you need to calm them down, and also fulfill their requirements at the same time. You need to be very careful with your words, with your whatever, the way you are communicating, your communication style, and you have to be sweet. So years later, when everything will be cooled down, I might be promoted to a engineering manager, leader, whatever. Years later, people will remember me for the kind of response that I used to give them and assure them, fix their issues. So it might seem very insignificant right now, but it compounds over time, and it plays a really very important role. So yeah, it has been crazy. I never expected this out of myself, that one day I will respond to teams, all their issues. And it is an everyday thing now. Anytime anybody pings me, I have to be there. I have to solve their issues in time. If I don't solve that issue, then escalation will be from the stakeholders. So there's no in and out. I have to do it. I have no other option. Even if I am stuck. So there have been times. Let's talk a few minutes about AI here. So there have been times, I have badly been stuck, and AI has not able to help me, be it Claude 4.7, whatever. So systems knowledge is really really important in such times. Whenever, let's say, if there was empty data, I'm not getting data, code is fine, data is present in the table, still I'm not able to figure out why, what is happening. At that time, your database design, how your materialized views are designed, how it is structured, everything. So that is what helps a lot. So when they talk about fundamentals, I think this is the sole thing that you need to focus on. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, this was a small story or small experience of just 1.5 years as a backend engineer, but along with technical skills or foundational knowledge, I have also learned how to deal with people, how to assure them, how to calm them down, and at the same time drive your pressure in the right direction and solve their problems. And yeah, there's always a lot of learning involved. Whenever you face such issues, there's a lot of learning involved in it, as for yourself. So it has been great. And yeah, these were a few bits and pieces, you can say, leadership principles, not leadership principles, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to give it a title anyways, because I like the term. And yes, a lot of things to learn from my engineering manager, because I just look up to him, the way he deals with all the projects. I'm just a part of a project, but he deals with around 12 to 14 systems and engineers, project managers, quality analysts. It gets quite messy as you grow in your career, but right now I'm pretty grateful and happy with my work. So yeah, this was it. See you soon.